Today I've decided to bite the bullet and smoke some Virginia Legeros. And what else have I got? These leaves were the green ones that I said had dried out too fast, and I was going to try and put them in a bag to rehumidify them. They turned in about 2 hours, so they've been here all night. They'll still have the very unfermented smell at the moment. These leaves in here are drying out very well. This is just some short filler. This here is some pipe tobacco with a few Legeros fermenting away inside. And I'm also going to smoke this, and I'm going to smoke this here. So let's get cracking. So I've modified this cheese box. So basically there's a hole in here with a washer, which is now stuck to the bottom of this magnet. But the magnet is stuck to, basically there's a washer glued onto the wood. Then there's a magnet on top here. And that holds the magnet down. And as you can see, that's magnetic, and that's a pipe off an old piping tube for icing. And then I've just stuck some of the tea strainer grate, tea strainer mesh, or whatever you want to call it. So this magnet holds that on. Then I fill this up with chips, Manuka chips. Throw this on to keep the wind out. And then I just torch the top of this. And when I put this on the siphon, it's going to come out this hole here. So it goes in through the box and out through the hole on the corner. So next thing, I need to put the pipe tobacco down first. So there we go, that's all down. And then the next thing is to recase these Legeros just slightly with water so that the smoke can stick to it, because it doesn't stick very well when it's dry. So these are the Legeros, and they are smelling like pine and cedar and leather and very nice cigar, yummy smells. So I've just got to spread them out on the bench, give them a spritz with water, and then I'll chuck them into the box over here. So that's how many Legeros I've got to try and smoke today. So hopefully the smoke will stick. It's a very cold day outside. It's 6 degrees, so I'm going to be freezing my bollocks off. And hopefully it'll draw in some of the moisture from the air when the Manuka smoke actually burns. So it's all arranged in crisscross fashion, so there's lots of air channels for the smoke to go through from the time it gets to there to the time it gets to here. Lots of open cavities for the smoke to get stuck in. So now I've got to try and slide the lid on and keep these under at the same time. Right, so that was reasonably quick. Next thing I've got to do is seal up all the joins along the sliding thing and all the joins down here so that there's no air leaks. Otherwise I'm going to have trouble with basically smoke not going through here, but air trying to get in from the edges instead of going down here. So I'll just tape that up and we'll take it outside. So that's how the siphon is connected. And it goes to a bottle, and all I do is cover the end and suck it up and down and drag the smoke through the tube up to here and then out this hole. So I'll fill the cone up, stick this magnetically on here. I'm not going to be able to record this because I need 2 hands, one for lighting and one for siphoning, so back when it's smoking. The top fell off and now it's too hot to put back on. Oh, there we go. So, siphon. Suck the smoke in. It'll start thickening up once it catches fire better. I'm just going to keep doing that until the box is full, and then I'm going to come back in half an hour and do it again. just so there's no air leaks. I'll take the pipe out, cover the hole with tape, and I'll wait for half an hour, and then I'll come back, refill this cone, and I'll do it all over again. And I might do that for about 5 or 6 sessions. It's quite strong compared to naturally sort of smoking something in a big area. This is forced, so I only need to do it about 5 times. Right, well, these are the Legeros. I only did 4 cones because I was worried it might be a bit too dark. It's certainly looking dark. There's a few drips of smoke there, but it doesn't matter too much. They're definitely smoky, like very smoky. So I don't know how long it'll take to tone this down, or I might have to air it out. Also, but anyway, I'm going to get the Legeros and put them back in the bag and put them back in the fermenter, all nice and squashed up to rehumidify. And we'll see what happens with the pipe stuff underneath. I hope it didn't work too well. Well, this is the pipe tobacco and a bit of Virginia mix. And it's quite sticky and smoky. These are the Legeros all squashed and bundled back together. So I'll just put this in a jar and then we'll just fire them back into the fermenter. Alright, so the pipe tobacco is packed back in. The little Legeros are sort of stacked in there too, nice and hard. Basically to rehydrate. I had to give them a wee spray because the stalks were too dry. And don't want it to dry this blend out. And now that this has been smoked, this is going back into the fermenter.